12 Stoic Lessons for Understanding People and Protecting Your Peace. A sculpted Grace original script, approximately 2,000 words. Introduction. The calm eye in the human storm. Have you ever wondered why some people seem so peaceful no matter what chaos surrounds them? Why insults slide off them like water on stone, while others crumble under the smallest criticism? Perhaps you've met someone like that, unshakable, patient, grounded, and you've thought, how do they do it? How can someone stay so composed while the world burns around them? The truth is, they are not made of steel. They are sculpted by wisdom, the kind of wisdom the Stoics lived and died by. The Stoics taught that peace is not found in avoiding conflict or chaos, but in mastering your response to it. They believed that to truly understand others and to protect your own peace, you must first understand yourself. Jealousy, deceit, anger, and disappointment are not foreign enemies. They are reflections of the untrained mind. When you learn to see clearly, to accept reality as it is, and to act with reason rather than emotion, you no longer fall victim to the storms of others. In today's lesson, we'll explore 12 timeless Stoic truths that will help you see people for who they truly are and protect the stillness within you. Each one is both a shield and a mirror, a way to recognize deceit, navigate jealousy, and maintain the calm of a mountain amid the winds of human behavior. Watch or read till the end, because every lesson builds upon the last, forming a philosophy you can live by. Now, take a deep breath and let's begin. Lesson 1. Observe actions, not words. Words are wind, light, fleeting, easily shaped by desire. Actions are stone, heavy, lasting, and unmoved by pretense. The Stoics remind us, don't listen to what people say, watch what they do. Because in action, masks fall. A person's true intentions are revealed not when they speak of loyalty or virtue, but when those virtues are tested. Think of the friend who praises your strength but disappears when you fall, or the coworker who calls you team yet rejoices silently in your mistakes. Their words build images, their actions reveal truth. Marcus Aurelius warned, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1, apply this to others. Do not debate their character. Observe it. See how they behave when they have nothing to gain, when no one is watching, when the light fades and the audience leaves. That is where sincerity lives or dies. And just as you observe others, observe yourself. Are your actions aligned with your principles, or are you also crafting words to cover weakness? A Stoic's peace begins with integrity. When what you think, say, and do all move as one, only then can you see others clearly, free from projection. Lesson 2. Measure their joy in your success. When you rise, watch who claps sincerely. The Stoics knew that envy reveals more about the envious than the envied. A wise man does not resent another's progress because he knows that each man's virtue is his own to cultivate. But jealousy is the smoke of an unsettled soul. It clouds judgment and poisons relationships. Think of the moment you shared good news, a promotion, a personal victory, a quiet success. Did their eyes brighten with genuine joy or dim with comparison? Those who truly walk the Stoic path will celebrate your growth as proof that excellence is possible. Those ruled by jealousy will twist it into a silent competition, pretending to cheer while resentment builds. Seneca wrote, "He who envies another admits his own inferiority." So what should you do when you sense jealousy? Not confrontation, compassion. The Stoic way is to understand that jealousy is not an attack, but a sickness of perception. Recognize it, but don't feed it. Do not shrink your light for others' comfort. Instead, stay humble, calm, and clear, a mirror showing them their own unrest. Lesson 3. Watch how they treat the powerless. If you wish to see the depth of someone's soul, watch how they treat those who cannot benefit them. The Stoics taught that virtue does not bend for convenience. It holds steady, regardless of rank or reward. A person who flatters the rich but scorns the poor reveals that they respect not people, but power. Imagine a man speaking kindly to his boss, but snapping at the waiter. This is not confidence. It is servitude disguised as pride. Epictetus would call such a man enslaved by appearances. True nobility is not in dominance, but in dignity, in treating all souls as parts of the same whole. Observe carefully. Those who are gentle with the weak are strong. Those who are cruel with the weak are cowards. Let their behavior guide you, not their words. And in this observation, reflect. How do you treat those who cannot advance your goals? Every act of kindness strengthens your peace, because kindness aligns you with nature, the Stoics' ultimate law. Lesson 4. Distinguish between praise and flattery. Flattery is poison wrapped in honey. It tastes sweet, but weakens the soul. True praise uplifts, false praise manipulates. The Stoics urged caution with those who praise excessively, for they often seek influence rather than connection. Marcus Aurelius warned, "It is not what others say about you that matters, but how you respond to it." When someone flatters you, pause. Ask yourself, are they celebrating truth or are they seeking favor? A Stoic knows his worth. He does not require the applause of others to confirm it. In practice, this means staying grounded in your own judgment. A person of wisdom appreciates recognition, but does not depend on it. He accepts compliments with grace, but examines their source. And when he must give praise, he does so sincerely. Never to control, always to honor. Remember, to a Stoic, character is its own reward. Lesson 5. Seek consistency in their conduct. Anyone can act virtuous for a day. The test is time. The Stoics understood that consistency reveals truth in others and in ourselves. Hypocrisy cannot sustain itself for long. It eventually cracks under the weight of reality. Observe whether a person's values hold steady through success and failure. Do they speak of loyalty yet vanish when tested? Do they preach humility yet crave attention? Those who change their principles with the season are not guided by virtue, but by circumstance. A Stoic's consistency is born from alignment with nature, an inner law that does not sway with emotion. If you meet someone whose actions, tone, and treatment of others remain stable across time, you have met someone who has tamed their passions. Keep them close. If their behavior shifts like sand beneath waves, step back. Peace thrives in predictability, and predictability thrives in integrity. Lesson 6. Observe how they handle criticism. The Stoics saw criticism not as an insult, but as a mirror, a tool to refine the self. Marcus Aurelius said, "If anyone can refute me, show me I am wrong. I will gladly change, for I seek the truth." But few are that brave. Jealous or insecure people respond to criticism with anger because it threatens their illusion of control. Wise people welcome it because it strengthens their understanding. Watch how someone reacts when corrected. Do they listen or do they lash out? Do they grow defensive or do they grow wiser? Apply this test to yourself too. When you are corrected, can you accept it with grace? Or does your pride protest? Every time you receive criticism calmly, you take one step closer to stoic tranquility, the peace that cannot be stolen by opinion or insult. Lesson 7. Pay attention to comparisons. Comparison is the thief of joy and the shadow of jealousy. The Stoics warned against it because it disconnects you from reason. Life is not a race against others, but a practice of improvement within. When someone constantly compares you to others, you're good, but not as good as. They reveal not truth, but envy. They wish to unsettle you because your peace reminds them of their own unrest. Seneca once wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Comparisons are the mind's way of avoiding self-examination. So when you hear comparisons, stay calm. Don't argue. Simply recognize that the one comparing is at war with themselves. Return to your center. Remember, you compete with no one, only with the person you were yesterday. Lesson 8. Notice their reaction to failure. Failure exposes truth more clearly than success. A Stoic learns more from loss than from victory. The jealous, however, fear failure because it threatens their image. When they fail, they blame others. When they succeed, they claim all credit. Watch how people respond when plans collapse. Do they accept responsibility, or do they search for scapegoats? A sincere soul owns his mistakes. A deceitful one hides them. Failure does not humiliate a Stoic, it humbles him. He sees in every defeat a chance to strengthen his discipline. In yourself, cultivate this same spirit. When you fall, stand again, not with shame, but with curiosity. Ask, what can I learn from this? The moment you stop fearing failure, others' failures no longer threaten you. That is freedom. Lesson 9. Listen to how they speak of others. Speech is the mirror of the soul. The Stoics advised moderation in words because they reveal what the heart conceals. If someone often speaks ill of others, they will one day speak ill of you. Gossip is the language of the jealous, a tool to cut others down to feel taller. The wise speak little of others and much of ideas. Marcus Aurelius cautioned, "Waste no more time talking about what a good man should be." Be one in practical life. Pay attention to conversation patterns. Are they lifting others or lowering them? A Stoic chooses silence over slander because silence guards peace. The next time you're tempted to gossip, pause. Ask yourself, does this serve truth or vanity? If it serves neither, let it go. Lesson 10. Observe their generosity. True generosity does not seek acknowledgement. It gives quietly without calculation. The Stoics saw generosity as a reflection of harmony with nature, an expression of abundance, not scarcity. Beware those who give publicly but with resentment in private, or those who remind you endlessly of their sacrifices. Such giving is trade, not virtue. A genuine giver forgets their kindness as soon as it's done, because their reward lies in the act itself. Practice the same. Give freely, expecting nothing in return. When you do, you'll attract people of the same heart. The jealous cannot imitate this, for their giving is rooted in debt. Lesson 11. Read their silence. Silence is not emptiness, it's revelation. Sometimes people tell you more by what they don't say. The Stoics prized calm observation, listening not just to words but to pauses, expressions, and tone. A deceitful person's silence is often defensive, filled with calculation. A wise person's silence is reflective, filled with peace. When others fall quiet, don't rush to fill the space. Wait. Let their silence show its nature. Time unmasks all intentions. Cultivating comfort in silence is one of the deepest Stoic practices. When you no longer fear the quiet, you no longer depend on noise for reassurance. Lesson 12. Listen to your inner voice. And finally, trust the quiet whisper inside you. Stoicism does not reject intuition. It perfects it through awareness. Your instincts often sense deceit before your mind does. But to hear them clearly, your emotions must be still. When you feel uneasy around someone, pay attention. Your mind may not yet have evidence, but your spirit has noticed imbalance. Stoic wisdom teaches that awareness, when calm and disciplined, is your best protection. So, balance intuition with reason. Don't accuse, observe, don't react, reflect. Over time, your inner voice becomes your truest guide, grounded not in fear, but in clarity. Conclusion: the still point of the soul. Understanding others is not about control, it's about peace. The Stoic does not strive to expose or punish jealousy, but to rise above it. He knows that envy, deceit, and hypocrisy are storms, and he is the mountain. You cannot stop people from envying you, lying to you, or betraying you, but you can stop them from disturbing your inner stillness. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So practice these 12 lessons. Observe without judging. Listen without reacting. Live with integrity so deep that deceit finds no place to land. And when the world tests you, as it surely will, remember, peace is not found by avoiding chaos. It's found by standing unshaken within it. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment saying, "I choose awareness." Let's continue this journey together here on Sculpted Grace, where wisdom becomes strength and peace becomes power.